Sister, Where Are You? Written by A.M. Strong and Sonia Sargent. Read by Cynthia Farrell. For Tiki and Gidget, who will always be here in spirit. Also for Izzy and Hayden, who make sure we don't write for too many hours by demanding their walks. Prologue. 16 years ago. She surfaced to a sensation of motion and a world of darkness. At first, her thoughts were disjointed, as if she were coming around from a night of heavy drinking. Her throat was dry, too, and it hurt when she swallowed. But she hadn't touched any alcohol. This was different. She had been drugged. It was probably the glass of iced tea she drank to stave off the terrible thirst that had become her constant companion. She was dressed now, but not in her own clothes. Those were long gone. The garments she currently wore were baggy on her size 6 frame, at least 3 sizes too big. She couldn't remember getting dressed, which meant he put them on her after she passed out. That she wore no underwear was further proof she had not dressed herself. "Where are we?" she asked in a croaky voice, as the realization dawned that she was being carried over her captor's shoulder like a sack with her arms pulled behind her back, wrists tightly bound. "What's going on?" Silence was her only answer. He rarely responded to her questions, no matter how many times she asked. He had spoken little during her months of captivity, and when he did, it was to issue terse commands like, "Take your clothes off, stop crying, or look into my eyes." He said that last one the most, forcing her to gaze at him while he abused her. Now, though, something had changed. Instead of leading her from the block building to his cabin, nestled among densely packed elm and cedar trees, he had knocked her out. This frightened her more than anything. She knew there had been others before, because she'd found a name scratched into a floorboard under the metal frame bed with the stained mattress. Helen. She'd tried to add her own name, but hadn't succeeded. There was nothing inside the room with which to make a mark except her fingernails, and all she'd managed to do was break 2 of them. Afterward, she'd cried for a long time, not because of the pain, but because writing her name alongside that of a previous captive made her feel less alone, even though she suspected Helen was long since dead.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?